This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Ahoy there! Look alive, folks! We have a ship approaching, and this one is carrying cargo of the serious type.
Oh, yes, these better be my Nikola Jokic 361 sneakers. I ordered them from China like 4 months ago. I guarantee it's carrying them.
No, I'm so sorry, Adam. No, I meant that this is a serious question. Andrew, are you down there, first mate?
You can tell it's a heavy letter. Look at the bow of the ship, how it's dragging.
Andrew, sound the earnestness horn for us, please. Yes.
So my sneakers aren't on that ship?
We'll talk about it, okay? Today, on this episode of Advice Fight.
I gotta find the receipt for that thing. This is taking forever. Hello and welcome to another episode of Advice Fight. It is a beautiful day to fight over advice, and our three players are ready for some more action. My name is Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Ben Roy.
And I'm Adrior Badol.
And this is the Competitive Advice Podcast. And while we are so overjoyed that you love it, we have to urge you to stop prop betting on the podcast.
Can't be doing it anymore.
Unless you do it through our official prop betting avenue, Vice Bets. That is the only one that we can recommend. If you're going through anything else, we cannot sanction it. We understand it's a lot more fun if you're betting on the podcast, but please go through Vice Bets. We get a little bit kickback on that.
Responsibly. If you're using some
100%.
college money, don't use all of it at once. You know, a little goes a long way.
Honestly, I think you're gonna find that Vice Bets are entire. You can bet on nearly every part of this podcast. You want to parlay, you want to play the line, you want to just sprinkle a little on the dog. You go ahead. You can play at any part of this.
You can bet at what minute will we mention cum? At what minute will a glory hole reference come into play? At
Exactly.
what minute will
Adam
Ben be scolded
mention
for being
that
on his
he
phone?
speaks Spanish? At what point will I mention that I'm a black belt? What point will Andrew mention? I'm so sorry, bud. I don't have one for you.
Yeah, you don't do anything specific.
Andrew, we need to get you a black belt in something.
Give me a black belt in something, please. Even Aikido. I'll dance
my
fight.
God, dude, could you imagine if Andrew was a black belt in Aikido? How cool that would be.
You can bet on that on Vice Bets. At what age will Andrew become a black belt in Aikido? All of it's available on Vice Bets. And odds, oh my God. If you're having a problem with betting and it's like a serious issue for you, look in the show notes and there's like a little link that you could like get help. But bet on Vice Bets through us all the time.
You can bet on what sound
Will they interrupt the
Andrew's
show
dogs
with?
will make. Will they be scratching themselves?
Scratch,
Collar, right? Or will they be barking at something outside? What will it be? What will
One lucky fan once bet on Andrew thinking an earthquake was going on at his house, but it was just the dogs moving his desk. And that he won $1 million.
he hasn't worked since.
Some great bets.
Yeah, there's
And
some
so
very
congratulations again, Tyler, number 8 in Muskogee. Wow.
Oh, he's not Muskogee anymore, man. He'd moved down to Nassau.
Yeah, but he still kept the house in the Kogi.
He has properties in both.
You can take the boy out of Kogi, but you can't take the Kogi out of the boy. And everybody
Ask
knows
Tyler
that.
number 8,
Fact.
dude. Ask Tyler number 8.
Guys, I missed you.
Oh my God, I've missed you guys.
You should come over.
No.
You guys never
Ben,
come
it's
over to
10 a.m. What kind of a booty call is that?
Yeah, no, come over, guys.
Come over.
The truth of the matter is,
What, for
neither
lunch?
Andrew or I know where you live. I don't know where you live.
No one ever texts their best bud and just like, come over.
Come over.
Like just
And
there's
especially not in that voice.
no explanation. There's no explanation. What would you do if you got a text from me, Andrew, where I just said come over, but no explanation, nothing, just the words come over.
It is kind of a fun thing to do to your friends.
Yeah,
Just text
it's
them,
a real
come over and
test.
see what the
I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't come over. I would definitely have some follow-up questions.
Yeah, I mean, that's with you, Ben, that's a wellness check for sure.
Yeah. I'd
No,
be
but I
like,
mean-
everything cool, bud?
You've got to know what you're walking into. If somebody
Come
just goes,
over.
come over.
Yeah, it's a
that
man
would-
in a satin robe with some strange
Well, it could
ideas.
be. You guys could get any number of things from that. I could have whipped something up that I want you to taste.
A dish?
Yeah.
I whipped something up I want you to taste, and then you just text, come over. Oh, my God.
I think it's great. I think everybody listening out there, just send a friend. No other explanation. Just say, come over. Somebody you really don't have that friendship with. I think it'll hit hard.
It'll definitely test the limits of the friendship, and that is what this podcast is about. And so far, they're strained. Our limits have been strained betwixt each other through this advice fighting.
Fighting
And-
And
through
can we
advice.
talk about how, boy, the weather in Colorado,
Let's talk about it.
Topsy-turvy. Everybody out there.
Ben, this will come out a couple days from now, and there's listeners all over the world. But yes, let's talk about the current topsy-turvy Colorado weather.
Topsy-turvy here, y'all.
You know, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 55. It's wild. It's
Yesterday
really wild.
was 80 degrees in November.
I'll tell you this, we're approaching latest snow of the year here in Denver, and I'm stomping mad about it.
Well, Adam, you just got a new pair of snowshoes, didn't you, Adam?
I got a new pair of snowshoes. I got the Binocs, and I want to get out there and winterbird.
Well,
You
Denver
know what I mean?
is turning into Phoenix climate-wise, so
Adam, are there like particular birds that you look for in the winter? Are there any
Brother,
birds?
we're in Colorado, my friend. You got to get yourself above that tree line and watch a ptarmigan turn white. You haven't lived until you've seen a white ptarmigan.
wow, if you
Flutter
made
across
that
the
bet,
snow.
congrats.
Flutter
If-
across the snow.
I gotta
It's
say this,
brown in
Adam.
summer.
I
Pure
gotta say
white,
this.
like a
I have-
snowshoe hare.
I've been working
Nature's
with you
miracle, the ptarmigan.
for 20 years. I've been working with Adam, Kate, and Holland. I've been doing shows with you for 20 years. Probably I've known you longer than 20 years. And I can say I have never wanted to punch you in the face more than when you just said that.
You're going to want to kiss me on the face when I take you above tree
Come
line
over.
to the tundra
Come
to see
over,
a
Adam.
ptarmigan.
Just
come over. Come
over.
Let's
That's
go
Adam's
winterbird.
come over as you're
At
about to go see
11,000
a
feet.
ptarmigan
At
up at
11,000 feet. Let's go.
It's an all-day adventure to
over.
see a white bird.
Dog. Dog.
Dog.
Today, as the cold open that producer Ron so deftly put together, as per the usual, today, as we mentioned, we do have kind of a serious letter. If you are listening and you have struggled with substance abuse, and that is something you don't feel like listening to about this, you don't have to listen
Then
to
walk,
this episode.
pussy, walk.
Yes, Andrew, thank you.
Kick rocks, dweeb. We're going to talk about
You can't
drinking
handle
today.
people talking about not drinking. Beat it, dork. That's my content warning.
Yeah, that's your trigger content warning.
I literally just
WCW.
wrote we have a newsletter that's like all our monthly shows, and I literally just wrote the blurb about Andrew doing this like sober scholarship fundraiser. And I was like, Andrew's such a good dude.
Well,
I mean,
that's
this
why
is
it's so
the
funny.
energy he brings.
Last night, I just did a show to benefit a sobriety house. So
Yep.
I think
So it's fun, it's sarcasm, it's
people
humor. We
know
can't fuck
that
around.
Andrew and
We're
I are
having
down
Can't
for
dick
the
around.
Fun.
We're down for the cause.
Oh my god, we can't even dick around.
I do think if you
anymore.
were battling with substance abuse, you should be listening to people talk about it because that's going to be helpful for you, and don't shy away from it.
But I also think that I always think that giving people a heads up so they know that what they're getting into, if they want to wait and listen to it at a different time, that's certainly up to you. But yeah, before we get into this, let's just ask, have any of you struggled with substance abuse? It's a fun question.
We're having
Andrew?
fun.
I've
having-
struggled with getting all the substances I want to abuse into my system at once.
Hey,
Hey, yo. Oh, that was weird,
Nice.
Andrew.
I was
you
joking.
struggled.
I was
Yeah.
kind of
Andrew
joking while I was
choked.
coughing. I was like laughing and coughing, and it.
I think we've talked about this in a previous episode, probably have. That, Adam, I don't know that I have ever thought of you as having a problem with drinking. You always seem pretty like even keeled when you drink. I've never watched you lose your shit, really.
Yeah, for the most part.
When I was in my 20s, early 20s, I definitely way abused alcohol and drugs and got into trouble and was stupid and like would make a lot of bad decisions off of it. But by about my mid to late 20s, I started to just kind of like, nothing really too crazy happens when I drink anymore. And now I've settled into a cool IPA dad type of stance where I just get maybe drunk once a week, and I love it.
Wow, once a week.
I've said this before. If I could have a couple beers or get drunk once a week, I'd just drink all the time.
Yeah.
'Cause that sounds like
I mean, if you can make time to get drunk once a week, why not? I don't know, 4 or 5.
5 or 6. I don't know. Yeah, Andrew, you haven't drank. You just passed a milestone, I believe.
7.
Right?
I don't know if it's a milestone, but it's 7 years. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's the Elway anniversary. That's a
An
milestone.
Elway. I pulled an Elway.
You pulled a solid Elway at altitude.
those-
Good
but I
mean,
job, brother.
Elway-
Elway and
I
sobriety
guess
are
what I-
often used in the same sentence. What's that?
I guess what I meant is that you passed another year.
Yeah,
Milestone.
yep.
So
7
years is fucking
years.
crazy, Andrew. Good for you.
7
I can't
years.
believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
You were awesome when you
Yeah, I had a
drank.
great
Now,
time
we can
drinking,
talk
but
about,
I had
we
to
can
hang it
talk
up.
about good timers when people drank. Adam just gets like snarky sometimes. Like he doesn't like when
you.
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
usually fun, but sometimes he just have a little kind of like
he gets
a little
sass.
bit of impishness in his step, and you're like, oh, okay, I know who I'm
Adam's
dealing with
he
now.
he'll go, oh, his one eye is like sort of trailing into the other, and he just goes like, Adam always just goes like, he'll say things like, he'll go like, he'll be like, I'll be like, you feeling pretty good, Adam? And he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, Ben. oh yeah. And you've got a goofy smile, and you always get a little
that
sassy.
sounds about right.
You get a little sassy.
I'm a little rascalish when I drink, and when I was 20, that meant break everything and drive cars. But
Yeah.
now it's a much better move. Just get sassy.
And then when you and Andrew used to get drunk together, like when you would be drunk around each other, a lot of grab assery. You guys would get grab ass.
Sure.
You guys.
Sure.
Andrew
why
likes to get a
not?
little punch drunk. He gets a little punch drunk.
Andrew drunk. Now, on the other hand, Andrew drunk. There's a different side that comes out of Andrew. Andrew is more like he wants to wrestle, which is not your normal.
Hey, Ben,
side.
come over. That's what I would text him. Hey,
He would want to wrestle.
it's
I
wrestling
remember
time.
at our Andrew got housed at the premiere.
see, Ben is
party
Mr.
for
America.
those who
Ben
did.
likes using jujitsu moves on people who don't use jujitsu. He just
No,
don't do it. He'll do it when you're
When I
around
was
him
sober.
because when
This
Ben
was
is
when I
feeling
was sober.
playful, he puts you in a weird arm hold, or he'll push you face first against the wall, whatever weird thing he's doing. And so then I adopted that play style and be like, oh, I know how Ben likes to play. He wants to like tussle. He wants to he wants to
But it
wrestle.
doesn't. It only came out when you drank.
Yeah.
And like I remember. Do you remember our premiere party? Andrew got feisty. He wanted to fight. I remember at one point somebody was like, "Please Please stop. I think it was like one of the producers or somebody was like, guys, because we were about to like
Hicks, keep it
fall
together.
into something. And I was like, it's Andrew. Andrew's starting it. And you're like, gimme. And you would get handsy. And
I
then
didn't start a fight,
kissed me.
nor was I handsy.
You did kiss me
Handsy,
that. But
handsy implies.
You know what's funny though? Had we done that and not listened to people, had you two fucking fallen into a fountain or like made out with each other, that's a big Hollywood splash, baby. That's a much better premiere party.
I think they corralled our genius. I think they tried to hold us back.
I think
Andrew was a
were
lot of
suffocated.
fun. I think Andrew was more fun. I'm gonna say
Ben,
this.
we've been over you many times and how you would be
Yeah,
drunk,
everybody
but I'll
knows.
tell
I've
you
talked
what,
that great
you were
about
a fucking blast until you were the fucking worst. Loved the ride until I hated the ride.
Can I ask you something, Adam? Am I sort of still like that?
Now you're great because you just do way too many edibles and you spin off the face of the planet. But when you come back to a riff or two that I understand, it's very funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still fun until I'm not fun. And I think
that is true. That is true.
Yeah, and I think that that's the thing that everybody has to keep in mind is that we were all, when we drank, cartooned versions of our current self. Because I do think there's a side of Andrew that loves to roughhouse.
Lifts the inhibitions on
Absolutely.
that stuff.
And I like to stir the pot and be a little rascal a lot of the time.
you do like to
Listeners
get
of this pod
rascal.
will know that.
I want
like
to come
push
and
some
hang out
buttons.
on your porch swing. I want to watch you get drunk, Adam.
Please, anytime. Come watch me get drunk.
I want to cuck drunk. I want to drunk cuck
I'll pull up a chair for you.
Dude,
I
I
would've
can't think of
just-
anything sadder than just sitting and watching somebody tip a few.
It's just me being like, Ben, listen to this song. Hey, Ben,
Yeah,
listen to this
exactly.
song.
Like,
hey, Ben, listen to this
Dude,
song.
do you remember
listen to
this?
this song.
Do you remember the Toadies, dude? And then you fucking playing.
Fucking Toadies were a good band.
Another
They shouldn't
snip.
have been part of that whole. They're a great fucking band. Anyway,
Ben, you
all
got
right.
the right attitude. You can come over anytime, bud.
Come over. That's Adam's come over. Time to
This episode title has to be "Come Over."
watch Adam drink 2.5 IPAs and listen to a 90s playlist.
Talk about
Well, he
how
likes
Park
to
Hill's
watch-
changed,
He
dog.
likes
Park
to
Hill's
talk,
changed.
he likes to watch old music videos too. So,
course I do.
Sure.
all right. Well, I will go ahead. I'm going to read this letter. I feel like reading it. I feel
Sure,
like
this is a
reading it.
lengthy one. We've done our upfront. It's time to get to the letter.
All right, so here's the letter. Everybody, hello to all of you helpful, kind, open-minded dickheads.
I love it. Great start.
I mean, he's grab-assing, and I like that.
Yeah, he's grab-assing, and I
probably
respect a good
wasted-
grab-asser,
No, I shouldn't say
a
that.
button pusher, an
Yeah.
imp, a rascal.
Here's my sitch. He didn't say that, but I abbreviated it. Here's my situation. I'm a 61-year-old alcoholic that finally wised up, checked myself into the Portland, Oregon VA in October of 22, did the AA thing, and haven't looked back at alcohol fondly since. Congratulations. First off, to the writer, good work. That was the easy part. The tough part was losing a 10-year relationship with someone who deserved better. And the mayhem that followed was no picnic with the loss of the house and most of my friends, quote unquote. They put quote unquote in friends. Thing is,
you blew
thing
that
is.
one.
Thing is, I'm thinking about dating again because I'm an idiot and I have no idea what dating is like. Seriously, do I use apps? Do I creepily DM strangers on Instagram? Do people talk anymore? All this is probably clouded by anxiety, medicated question mark? Fuck yeah. And no longer having the crutch of booze to loosen me up. But fuck me dead. I'm feeling lonely for some human interaction. Apologies for the length, but not the girth of this letter. Bless you all, genuinely. And they just signed it, Andy. So we're going to call you Andy
great
in Oregon.
letter.
Andy in Oregon.
This is a let this be a exemplary letter. Just a little bit of sass, some funny. I like the
But
tone
a
of this
heart,
letter.
but some heart,
A heart.
some
So, yeah.
self-awareness,
Beating
and some
heart
gravitas.
under the hood.
Yep. So we have our letter. We are 3 accredited and properly
Sobriety counselors.
Scholarized. Can I say scholarized?
You can, sure, yeah.
Properly scholarized PhDs. We are ready to tackle this question. So we're going to take a quick break, pay a few bills, If you don't want to hear the commercials, if you want some prime and sweet additional hot content, you can follow us, patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to dispense with advice. Stay tuned.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. This Monday night, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Come celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Monday Night Raw, November 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about.
Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone. Patreon people. Hope you enjoyed that ad-free break. And I do want to say,
so sullen when you came in.
I do want to say, we just recorded a very funny Act 4 on Patreon. Made me laugh very hard. So you get all sorts of little bonus content if you join our Patreon. We are back. It's Act 2. Time to administer advice professionally. Ben,
yeah.
it's very rare I get to say this. You won the last one.
Actually, you've said it 11 times.
You won the last one.
Because now it's tied. Andrew is 11. I have 11 wins. Adam, you have somehow pulled ahead at 12
hot
wins.
streak.
Can I just say, from a stats perspective, I am in a classic slump. I am 1 for 9 in the last 10. I'm like Mookie Betts in
that
the World
true?
Series. I'm 1 for
true.
9 in the last 10. Yeah, for a while, I could blame it on simply being ahead. It's hard to get votes when you're ahead.
It is.
And then,
It is.
And then I was giving more earnest advice, and I got dragged for it, mainly by Adam, saying, hey, this is a comedy podcast. You should be doing comedy advice. I was like, okay, I can mix it up. I'm a 5-tool player. Then I went funny advice. Still can't pull
but
a win
I would say, did you?
out of my hat. Still couldn't
Did
put a win
you?
out of my hat. But despite going 1-9, I am tied with Ben and only 1 behind you. So I had a pretty strong start to the season. I'll tell you that.
Okay, it sounds like you're trying to defend yourself and not get sent down to AAA. It sounds like you're in the manager's office.
I'm saying
think
this is a slump, and I will return to form. I'm saying it's a slump, and I will bust it. I will bust it by sleeping with our gnarliest fan. I will bust the slump.
I think you have to go Moneyball style. I think you have to start playing a smaller game, Andrew. Stop going for the big wins. I think you need to start just looking at getting on base, bud.
Well, and that's when you use the advantage of your speed, Andrew.
Yeah.
You get just walk it out there, and then I'll see you on third in fucking no time.
Well, we've really exhausted the baseball.
Impossible.
I could go.
It's impossible.
I could go way, way longer.
But Ben, you did win the last one, so you get to choose the order, and you will be going last.
Right. Just to recap, we have a letter here from a person who has quit drinking after quite a bit of time, I would imagine, given that their age. They said they're 61, they quit drinking, but they did lose a relationship, as is common in the carnage of drinking, and they're now thinking about getting out into the dating world, and they need some advice on that. For those who don't remember, the rules are we each get 3 minutes in the Toctagon. When we get down to our last minute, our contestants will hear this. And then when it is over with, we will all each crown a winner. The 3 of us will decide who gave the best advice. Because I want to get to pick who goes first, as Andrew said, and I'm pretty friggin' excited about that. I'm going to let Adam go first. I want to see what Adam does with this. I know. This is a tough one. Mainly because Adam clearly, from the first act, if you were listening, has no intention of ever stopping drinking. And in fact, I think he plans to ramp his up a bit more.
I didn't say that.
And I feel like he's subtly trying to sabotage our recovery and wants us both to relapse to drink with him.
I do.
I think
I would love that.
You didn't even try to deny it. You just went straight.
I don't want you guys to hurt yourselves or like damage, but I like in a dream scenario where you both magically have transformed into responsible drinkers. Love that.
And I think that's happened. I think after 7 years, I think I know how to drink responsibly. I think I figured out what my triggers are, and I just think that I can't even finish it without laughing.
No, you can't. You know that every cell in the body and all the skin rejuvenate. What, like every year, 2 years? So I'm basically a different person. So I think I could handle it now. And honestly, you
major
both know
psychological milestones every 7 years.
You both know that I have definitely come to terms and conquered all of my problems.
You have.
Yeah, they're all gone now, guys. All of them. So I think I could drink.
Have a delicious hazy.
No, it's not going to happen. I still hear the voice. The voice of, let's get
I still
drunk
hear the
and
call
destroy
and the night.
something. Let's
I still
destroy
get-
shit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Here we
will
go.
step into the octagon.
Adam, get into the Toctagon. Of course, we did
Saunter
put
in.
your favorite kegerator inside. It's already been wheeled into the Toctagon for you.
Oh, the little pony pone.
Yeah, so you have a pony keg in there with you. You can pump out a draft.
Pound of
Well, you
Voodoo
dispel
Ranger.
Adam is in the Toctagon. He is locked in there. Adam is ready to give his advice. And here we go. Round 1, 3, 2, 1. Advice.
Listen, this is going to be the hardest for me because I have not had the experience of getting sober like my two compatriots here in the Vice Squad. But I will say this. I think you're 61, and it sounds like you finally wised up, to use your terminology. And I think it's like a major, major life change. You lost a partner. I bet you the world is feeling very new. And you say you're feeling lonely as well. So it's hard for me to say, embrace the newness, embrace this time with yourself. You're getting to know yourself as well. But I would say go into any dating expectation kind of with like, hey, I'm just learning about myself right now. So if it goes terribly, not my fault. It's like a new me. I'm figuring it all out. I would say that going into it all. I also would say, and this might go against some advice I've given earlier, but like try a couple of methods. I bet you there are dating sites for sober people. I bet you there are dating sites for sober people of a certain age, or you could set that age, and then you can like sort of meet people who've had a similar experience of like, I'm kind of later in life, I'm newly sober, don't want to be lonely. I bet that would really help to have that stuff in common. So I'd say try that avenue, and you guys are going to give me shit for the smorgasbord approach, but here it is. I also hate tech. I don't want to be on
Fuck's
apps.
sake, this is 3 pieces
So
of
I would
advice.
say
He's so
go
greedy.
to
He's
things
always
that
so
you
greedy.
like. Go to things that
He's
you
an
like.
adviceaholic, is what
Yeah,
it is.
this is
Try to
Adam
meet people
Fox.
that way. Here's one specific example. Love the Portland, Oregon comedy scene. Portland's got a great scene. I know a lot of killer comedians in Portland who I'm huge fans of. Sean Jordan, Shane Brendan, Kyle Kinane's out there in Portland.
They're not
getting it
paying you
done.
for this.
Nope, but they are doing shows on the regular. Go to those guys' shows. I know that people who hang out, Adam Posse's a great Portland comedian. Go to their shows, hang out, laugh. You clearly like comedy. You're writing a comedy podcast. Get into the Portland comedy scene. Watch shows. See if you meet anybody who's also into comedy. That's just one idea. That is my advice, Andy. I wish you the best of luck. Time.
Wow.
Okay,
so
so-
like 3 pieces of advice, it sounded like.
Yeah, kind of a
Be kind to yourself.
smattering.
It ain't your fault. You're navigating new territory. Try a fucking old former Alkies dating site and go to Portland Comedy.
Former Alkies dating site.com. All right, I'm on there.
Former old.
You haven't seen
old
a
former
rogue's
Alkies PDX.
gallery of haunted expressions like old former Alkies dating site. The amount of cold, gray, 1,000-yard stares you're going to get on these fucking... on these profile pics. You're going to feel it deep in the marrow of your bones.
Yeah, it looks like people who were shot during the Mexican-American
They look
War.
like
Just
old West
pictures of
tintypes.
corpses.
They don't even look
Yeah,
like
yeah.
color photographs. They're just
Yeah.
yeah, those like
But
pictures of
kind of hot.
It's real life. That's some real life shit, baby.
Well, that was interesting. That was interesting.
That was
Adam.
boring,
Good.
safe advice from the person who's one win in the lead, and I would expect nothing less.
And like I said,
Yeah.
while you were
Well,
doing
you would
it,
know
Yeah.
the territory, wouldn't you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Adam
know
is,
the territory.
Adam is a greedy little advice addict. He's just laying out line.
advice
He
after
went
advice.
hog
line of
style. That
advice.
is a tactic. Hog style is a
That's
tactic.
what it is. No, it's what it is it's blow style. All he's doing is laying out lines of advice, and he's like, "Are you going to snort that? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it." And before you know it, he's done all of the advice, and we're all
and he's
just
the
left
most
there.
fucking fun guy around.
He's angry, and he doesn't understand sarcasm anymore. That's all that's happening.
But he's ready to finish his screenplay.
You don't play advice fight if you're not ready to get in the mud with the fucking pigs.
all right,
That's
well,
what they say.
Adam,
All right.
Adam is in the mud with the pigs now. Andrew, go ahead and climb
All
into the
right, I'm in
Talk-A-Thon.
there. I'm in there.
Andrew is in there. I'm shutting the door. I'm latching it in there. Andrew is ready to dispense of his advice. Round 2 of this. And here we go, Andrew. 3, 2, 1. Advice.
All right, friend. Well, first of all, let's say what not to do, because you pitch a few scenarios. Don't turn into an old creep. You ask, do I creepily DM strangers on Instagram? No. Don't go down that dark road. Do not go down that path. Don't let your loneliness and desperation transform you into something awful online. Absolutely don't do that. But the good news is there are people out there and there are people looking to date. I recently worked with a comedian. She was 57 and she was talking about dating and being on dating sites and looking for somebody, which is very funny. These people are out there. It's easy to like get in your head and think there's nobody out there. Nobody else is my age. I'm not going to meet anybody. And that's just not true. But where do you find them, especially being sober? Is tricky. One thing I would shill is an organization that I have worked with before. They're nationwide. I don't know if they're in Portland, but there's probably something like this in Portland called the Phoenix, which is like a sober activity group. They do exercises, they do like activities, like outdoor stuff. And even if that's not your bag, they probably have something that you can stomach, right? Like you might not want to go to a CrossFit class, but maybe they have like a bike ride, like a community bike ride or something. You can get out there, you can be around other sober people. You don't have to worry about that awful disconnect of hanging across from somebody who's slamming cocktails because they're nervous and you're trying your hardest to be sober. You're only like 3 years into sobriety, which I think is still kind of a window where some people the wheels can come off. So you should respect your sobriety and take it seriously. And hanging out with other people who are interested in being sober is the way to do that. So I would say look for something like that. If it's not the Phoenix group, some sort of sober activity group that does things. If nothing else, you'll get some community. It will help your loneliness. Obviously you're looking for a romantic partner, but sometimes just hanging around other people can go a long way to ease your loneliness. So that would be my advice. Seek out a sober activity group. And don't give up hope is my sub advice, because there are people out there. Time.
Wow. All right. Damn. You both have dispensed a lot of advice so far. Thank God.
That is the burden of going last.
That's
God
why
for
last sucks, dude.
Thank God for me, it's been the bad advice and wrong advice. So that works out in my favor. So there's been a lot of advice. They're not here for a long time, but a good time. So I think that's how it goes.
Let me just tell you Ben's advice. First thing you're going to need to do, get a second phone. You're going to be pretty busy.
Get a burner. You're gonna want a burner for these dating apps. You're gonna be two people. All right, Ben, get in there.
All right, I'm in there.
All right, on your marks, get set. Advice.
All right, dude. Andy in Oregon, I am going to sound the earnestness horn so these dipshits will shut the fuck up. There
Coward's
it is.
way out, and I'll take a knee.
I heard it echoing through the hills.
That was it. You both got in under the wire, and that was all I'll let happen. I'm reading this letter, 2022. If you got October of 2022, so let's really say in 23. So a little over 2.5 years, maybe, that you have been sober. You also lost a long-term relationship in the middle of it and a number of friends. I am going to say something that sounds harsh, and I'm just being honest. I'd be willing to bet Andy in Oregon that while you have quit drinking, while you have quit drinking, you are a dry drunk. I would be willing to bet that a lot of the issues that plagued you while you were drinking, that made it difficult with interpersonal skills and things like that. And I'm not saying this self-righteously. I'm saying this because that I know that feeling. It's still there. I don't know that jumping into dating right now would be good for you. I know that when I divorced, I had already quite a bit of sobriety under my belt, and it was still really hard to date because I was behaving and I have behaved in a certain manner that I never really learned to outgrow until I went to therapy. And I've been going to therapy, and I still don't feel ready to have a relationship because those breakups that come because I'm not ready to do that and because I'm still exhibiting a lot of the same behaviors and compulsions and problems, when those relationships fall apart, man, they were so triggering. Those were some of the closest times to me almost drinking again. And that's my biggest concern, is that if you jump right in to trying to date, that if you haven't worked on some of this stuff, you're going to end up in some situations that could be difficult, and that could destroy the most important thing right now, which is you not drinking anymore. So I would say two things: focus on therapy, focus on getting yourself healthy. I think that a therapist will tell you and help you decide when it is right for you. And then I would use a part of Andrew's advice, which is I would find a sober group where you can meet friends. And Phoenix is great. There are organizations, especially in Portland, a very socially aware and conscious city. There are going to be great organizations. I would say focus on reestablishing platonic friendships before you start then trying to make that leap up to the more difficult romantic relationship. I would focus on getting healthier first. That is my advice on that and time.
Okay. I don't know if that needed.
Thoughts.
I don't know if that needed the earnestness horn, but sure, protect yourself. You know,
Well,
practice safe advice. Practice safe advice.
That you can try to hide. You can try to hide your little jabs, but with your tone and whatnot. But that could fall under violation of the earnestness horn.
The earnestness horn expired when your advice was done.
Yeah, I think the earnestness, it's elapsed. That's done. There's
it was
no more earnestness.
during your
You did
advice.
earnest
Now
thing.
it's jab time. Now it's jab time. It's jab time.
We can never speak
I don't
again
think
of
that's
the
true.
earnestness.
I think there should be a little blanket of earnestness, a little earnestness residue.
Well, there isn't.
We can allow for the earnest moment, but are we never to refer to that again? It is sacrosanct.
You got
We can't
3
ever
minutes
poke
of
at that moment.
earnestness time, and now you're like, but I needed a little spillover.
Exactly.
Yeah, I needed some spillover because you just came in hot with your fucking sarcasm.
We haven't even said anything yet.
I
was ribbing him. I was
Yeah,
ribbing
see,
him.
thank you. You're so fucking stupid, Adam. Andrew was ribbing me. He said it right there.
What offends me most about your advice?
Ribbed for my pleasure.
What offends me most about
You're welcome. You're
What's
welcome.
the problem? I want to tell you the problem I have before. Save your thought, Adam. Hold on to that. The problem I want to save is that Adam laughed at that. I had that thought, and had I said that, Adam would have just shook his head.
Because Andrew is sparing with his puns. He throws one out every now and again, and I enjoy it because it's different.
No.
And you are a greedy little pun hog, and you always throw them out, and they're dumb a lot of the time.
No, it's because
and so you just go too much. You go too hard.
It's because you gob on his dink all the time.
Well,
That's
yours
your
is
problem.
needy. Andrew's is an aside.
because you two
There's
are
a neediness to yours that I find disgusting.
horny for each other, and you protect each other. What were you going to say
What really angers me about your advice is that you sounded the earnestness horn, and then you come in with like, here's my confessional experience to try to win this advice fight.
Yeah,
here's how
that's the
I
point
can
of this.
relate. Here's what I've been through. Here's therapy. Here's your help. But your fucking narcissism just is that my experience must be Andy's experience. You've got nothing. You've got a few sentences, yet you diagnose him as a dry drunk. You don't fucking know.
I can read the tone
You
of
have
his
no
letter.
idea what he's gone
I can
through.
read the tone of his letter. He's
And so
sarcastic.
it's just like you, Andy.
Kinda angry.
You must
He
be
put
like
friends.
me because
He
I'm
put-
King Shit Ben
Here's
Roy.
what I'm going to say.
Everyone's the
I'm
same
gonna
as
be,
me.
I'm going to wait. No. Let me say this.
Everyone's the same
I am
as me.
going to be very harsh in this.
Navel-gazing.
To our person writing. I am going to be very harsh.
Narcissist.
It's not narcissist. He put
All experiences must
he
be the
put
Ben Roy
friends
experience.
in quotation, which means that he's upset that these people left him. People leave you when you're an asshole and you're drunk. Do you know how many friendships I lost because
I'm still here. I'm still
you
here.
lost mine.
No, but
You
I'm
lost
sa-
Andrew, but I'm around.
But I'm saying I sense some anger and I sense some resentment still.
I like
and
this
I
detective
think
work that Ben is doing. I do. I like it.
I
He's like the Batman of sobriety.
I sense that there is still some resentment and frustration from this other. I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong.
There it is. Hey, there it is.
I'm
See, I
saying
read friends in quotes as these were people I just partied with, and it turns
with the
out
loss
our
of the
relationships
house
were
and
very
most
superficial.
of my quote unquote friends. He's saying he lost them, and what he's saying is they weren't friends because they left. Okay, does that sound like I'm crazy?
He
for
could
saying
mean because of losing the house, he no longer has TV and he cannot watch Friends.
The show.
He
Right.
could mean
This
it.
is
But
interesting.
He did it in quotes.
But he freely
He did it in
admits
quotes.
This is
but he
interesting.
freely-
I'm
stupid.
But he freely admits in there that there was mayhem, and that mayhem was probably largely caused by the drinking, and then when he stopped, the fallout from all of that. And what I'm saying is, I don't think that 2 years is enough time to have fully faced some of this. And I understand being lonely, but I would say start with platonic friendships, rebuild friendships, and through the sober community. And then maybe down the road, talk with your therapist or your counselor, or person working with about when dating is good. I think you'll know, but I think you'll just get into something that could potentially trigger you to drink again.
Also, I think there is, to Ben's point, I think there is something stronger about a dating connection that comes about organically through like a friendship that you already had, instead of going out with the mindset of I'm dating and I'm looking for a person, which I think gives you different results, instead of like, oh wow, I've been hanging out with this person and it turns out we actually have a lot more in common than we thought.
I agree, and those platonic relationships, if you develop them, that become a romantic relationship, are there. That person knows you. You will have shared honestly with a friend. You know, you're gonna be more real. They're gonna know you, and they're gonna have a little bit more than just somebody you meet off a dating app. That's Adam. You can get as mad as you want. It's fucking
No, I
solid,
think your
right?
advice was very good. It's just there was very little to attack, so I'm going at the crumbs.
Wow, I appreciate your
you're
honesty.
A cold, heartless bitch. Hold on a second. I'm going to text you. Why don't you come over?
Wait, can I ask a serious question? Like, I don't think this is a separate aside, but like taking a platonic relationship to a relationship.
If it's happening naturally,
I feel like people say that a lot. I feel like that's really hard to pull off.
It is.
To be like, we're friends, but actually I want more. I feel like that goes way south more than that ever works. I feel like you need to be honest up front with like, oh, like, yeah, I
guess what I was describing is like a mutual attraction that you both just kind of discover, instead of like, you should find a friend
right.
and have a crush on them, an unrequited crush on them, which is not what I was talking about. But I do think, and I think this because I've had this happen multiple times in my own life, that you can absolutely have a relationship with someone that was not at the outset intended to be romantic, and then you both realize that you have these like shared feelings.
I guess I've just never had that where like a friendship graduates into a romance. I don't think I've ever really pulled that off, and I to me it just feels difficult. Like I remember one time like asking a girl out for a drink, and she's like, "Well, is it like a friendly drink, or is this like interested in a relationship?" And I was like, "A relationship? Like, what are you? I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've got plenty of friends.
I don't even like you as a friend. I don't want to like you as a friend.
But I was also true as like I was attracted to
No,
the
it's
person.
great that
and I
you're,
was
and
like,
you should
I'm not
always be
gonna-
honest. You
I'm
should
not
always
gonna
be
lie to
honest
you and be
in
like,
that way.
just a friendship, hoping that I can like pull it off down
but
the
there
road.
is an argument to be made, and not to talk, not to air
This is a
too
separate
much.
subject.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
to air too much personally about our own lives or your own life, Adam. But I do think you can date somebody, and then you're dating, and it's kind of typical of dating. But then there's an event or something that happens that brings you close. To me, that's when that friendship is formed. Like that's when it.
Yeah.
comes.
So it's like the reverse.
Yeah, it's like you were dating and you were doing, but then when that thing that, every relationship has that sort of moment where you're like, oh, this is something more. We're doing this long. And usually it's some event where that person shows that they are more than a romantic. Like this is somebody who I can count on and trust, that you find in friendships that knows something deep and, or was there for something painful or any number of things.
Yeah. I
So-
guess I could see a friendship graduating to a relationship under similar circumstances as well.
Right.
Yeah, it
goes
can happen
relationship.
organically, but yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, being like weird with an unrequited crush in a friendship is bad. Don't do that. But
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's not what I was. That's not what I was kind.
No, and I didn't. I will say, as much as I want to weaponize that and turn it on you so you take the L, I don't think that's what you were saying, Andrew. I honestly, Adam, we are
Andrew's
slipping.
fully capable of taking the L by himself.
Yes, I don't think he needs the assistance
I
of us
can
creating the
run it in
specter.
for a safety. No need to tackle me.
I think the last 10 episodes would.
Okay.
confirm that.
All right.
Yeah, 1 in 9. My God.
Unreal.
Is he a Southsider? Chicago White Sox? Is that what this guy is? Oof.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Ding dong, Colorado Rocky over here. Hey, get a load of this Rocky.
All right. Well, we have all
That's
our
the
advice.
most
We've
offensive
dispensed our
thing
advice.
I think I've ever been called in all the time we've been podcasting together.
Hey, look at this Colorado Rocky over here.
We're gonna take
How
another
dare
quick
you?
break.
How dare you, sir? I demand satisfaction.
While they fight
I will
this
meet you at
one
the park
out,
with pistols.
We're going to take a quick break. Third actors, you're on deck. Stay tuned.
All right, we are back. It is the magic hour. Time to crown a winner of this very interesting, somewhat contentious, mostly earnest episode of Advice Fight.
Indeed.
Andy, thank you for this letter. It was very vulnerable of you. And as you know, I view vulnerability as weakness. But in this case, I will just compliment you for reaching out to us. We appreciate
Compliment
it.
you
Yes.
for being weak. Let's recap our advice. Adam, you had several things. Let's see
All
if
of
you
it.
can remember them.
I said, go easy on yourself. Try a dating app, Alkies that are old, PDX,
Alkies that
or go out to comedy and meet people. Hooray, that's my advice.
All right. Andrew.
My advice was don't give up hope, and if you can, find a sober activity group just to get out there and find some
Look
community.
at Barack Obama over here. Look at fucking Obama.
Mine was you are probably not fully healed yet. I would recommend not dating. I would forego dating, as painful and lonely as that may be. And I would say seek continued therapy and then start with platonic friendships through sober groups.
Okay. Woo, it's time to vote. We can't vote for ourselves.
Oh,
Adam,
man, this is tough.
you
Adam,
vote
you're up.
first.
All I got to say is Andrew must have slept with some uggo on the road because he hit 4 for 4 today. Andrew gets the win because going to a sober group is such a good idea. Ben, maybe you would have had it on your own, but Andrew had it first. I think that's the most effective thing. Go to a sober group. Also, Andrew didn't just transfer his singular sober experience onto Andy. And I appreciate that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He allowed for other experiences because Andrew doesn't have his head up his own fucking ass.
Okay, well, we have Adam's vote, so that sounds like Adam has voted for Andrew.
Yeah, you said that so academically. I like
Fucking ass.
because Andrew
All right.
doesn't have his head up his own fucking ass. All right.
Andrew, your vote.
It's my vote. I I am voting Ben because I think that is good advice. And I think that a lot of people, I'm also divorced, a lot of people jump back in. You feel that anxiety and loneliness of being alone, especially if you were, in a relationship for a while, it can feel especially lonely. But you have to turn yourself into a good partner first, and you do that by working on yourself. And maybe that means
Push-ups, sit-ups, running.
If that helps you get your shit straight, absolutely do some push-ups, do whatever you need to do.
Pull-ups in your apartment, a cool thing that you took from the drawer, the gun shoots down your sleeve. Taxi driver.
Perfect. Because if you go out in the dating scene like drooling with desperation from this loneliness, I think your batting average is going to be even lower than you think it is.
Yeah.
But if you are like working on yourself and you're like, I like myself, I'm like getting comfortable with myself, I'm like, I feel okay in my life. Like you are presenting a person to people who it is more desirable for them than this person who's kind of like, has this kind of manic, desperate energy. So yeah, I'm voting Ben because I think Ben's advice is good. I don't think I've ever said that before.
Wow. You've been working on yourself. And I
You have been
tell.
working on yourself. I can tell you love yourself, and I find it attractive.
Yeah, I want to. I really like. I really liked Adam's advice because it was not good, and that's good for me in the game.
Don't go to see comedy. Don't go see Kinane.
I liked
He's not
Adam's
funny.
advice because
Kinane's funny.
Let me finish. As I was saying, I liked it because it was good for me in the game because it's not. It means that Adam is not going to pull ahead even more. So that's why I liked his advice because for gamesmanship, it's great because sometimes you have to vote against really good advice to play the game, and today I don't. Because Adam gave such terrible advice.
You talking about the rap group, the game, or advice fight?
Dude, remember when he got an ice cream cone tattooed on the
Yeah,
side of his face?
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. No, I think Andrews is the closest to what I believe, the advice I would give as a friend to somebody who was asking. I think Andrew gave good advice. I think we've all done shows at some point. I don't know, maybe Adam, you have for the Phoenix.
I did, yeah. I did a show for Phoenix. They were great. It was a great show.
They're fucking great. Their mission is great. And like I said, Portland has so many social services and such an emphasis on awareness of substance abuse and things like that. They're very open-minded about that shit. There has to be some great organizations.
Oh, shit. It's Portland. He could join ICE. I guarantee there's a lot of 61-year-old former alcoholics on ICE. He should totally join ICE.
Yeah. No. Don't
Good pay, new friends.
exercise. Yeah, I think I'm going to vote for Andrew. I think Andrew's advice is really good. I would just put the caveat to it and hammer that home. Just make sure you're ready because your first person you really connect with, if that doesn't work, ooh, does that fucking hurt really bad when you're sober. And your sobriety is very delicate. I would just say do everything you can to preserve that first.
And if all else fails, you get one of them AI broads.
Well, thank you, Andy. Adam, you want to add that to your summary of your advice?
Play the field. If it ain't working, get one of them AI broads. They're doing great stuff these days with
So
sex
Adam's
robots, Andy.
adding an amendment to his AI
get one of them
broads.
AI broads.
Thank you, Andy from Oregon, for sending us this letter. More than anything, above all else, congratulations. As painful and as hard and as annoying and lonely as it is at times, you did make the right choice. It sounds like you know that.
Definitely.
And just keep up the good fight. And, send us a message if you want.
I would earnestly say, whatever age you kind of wake up and find your truth in whatever it is you're struggling through is awesome. Like it doesn't matter when in your life you do that. Good on you for doing that.
Just fighting, man. Just fighting for yourself. That's fucking great. Like Adam said, I mean, good for you. And thank you to everybody who sends in letters. Please keep sending those letters in. They can be about anything. We'll try to they can be earnest. They can be stupid and silly, like the macaroni and cheese episode
We
be all
need your
of those.
letters.
Important
Send them in.
work.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We really need them, and we appreciate it.
No question too small. No
Yep,
question
so-
too heavy.
Also, big thank you to producer Ron Doyle for making Ronnie D, producer Ron Don for making
Don
this
Ron.
show.
Ron John Surf Shop. Let's keep going.
Big thank you to Mike Henderson and Plan 9 Sound for your help recording at our live show. As always, big thank you to Charlie Continental for lending us your immense gift of music for that title sequence music. Follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Grolic Save. Support us if you have a few extra bucks a month. ? Support us? ?
Support
That's
us?
what I'm putting in there.
Throw them bones our way.
You can follow us on all the social medias at Grolix Comedy. And as we said,
Discord,
send us,
Signal, Truth Soch.
Send us all of your letters. Send us all of your letters, questions at
Soch.
advicefight.com, or you can hit us up on the social media or our individual social media feeds. Just send us those letters. We love getting them. Otherwise, what do you guys got for plugs? What do you got coming up? What's everybody got going on?
I'll go first. It's this very week. I'm in St. Louis Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be hanging out at the Flyover Comedy Festival. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'd love it if you come to my Thursday show on the 13th, and then I'll go ahead and plug a show the next week. I'm doing a headlining show here in Denver. I don't do those all the time. Saturday, November 22nd at the Skylark. I will be headlining, and I would love to see you out there. So if you've been looking for a reason
Bobcat room?
I'm doing the Bobcat.
The
I love that
upstairs?
room. I've never
room's
done a
so good.
headlining show there, and I love the room. We've done a lot of shows at High Plains, and I wanted to do a cool Denver show. So
It's a fun one.
get a sitter. Come on out. Go to dinner beforehand. Make a night of it on South Broadway with me, November 22nd.
Andrew, what you got?
As Adam mentioned, I'll plug this Sober Scholarship Show one more time. It's this Saturday up in Northern Colorado in Longmont at the Longmont Museum. I've never done that venue, but it's to raise money for people who are in recovery and might need money, for some sort of treatment or something and can't afford it. So it's a great cause, and all the money's going towards it. So check that out.
What a
That link is in
fucked
the
up,
show
stupid
notes.
fucking world we live in, where we have to raise money, get grants and scholarships to help people get over something that is absolutely normal and all too common. It's ubiquitous. But it's good you're doing it, and fucking those shows are amazing. And
Doug,
how-
we're living in an era where we all got to take care of each other for even the most basic shit like food stamps. Let's all help
Yeah.
each other out.
Yeah, it's fortuitous we did this episode, and that's coming up, so that's awesome. I have, if you're listening to this on the 11th, not this weekend, the next weekend, the 21st and 22nd, I will be at the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins, Colorado. Every year I do my shows there around Thanksgiving. I sold out 3 of 4 last year, and I was almost the 4th show. So let's make it 4 for 4. Come on out. Please, let's go 4 sold out shows. I love that room. Please come and see me at the Comedy Fort. Tickets, the links for all those tickets and to our websites are below in the show notes. Y'all, we did it. Y'all,
Fuck, well, we did. That was a good
it.
We
episode.
did it.
Thank you. Thanks again, Andy, for the letter. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Ben, for the shots I took at you. I only meant half of them.
Andy, keep up the good fight. Look, Andrew Orbital, 7 years. Me, 15 years. Adam, two
Haven't
or
drank since
3
Saturday.
days.
55 minutes. Yeah.
2 days. So just keep up the good fight. And in the meantime, play us out, Charlie!
We're here to help you mostly just fine. Advice fine. I think I'm wrong 'cause I know I'm right. Advice fights. I say advice, you say fight. I say advice, you say fight. Advice, fight, advice, fight, advice, fight, advice, fight, advice fight.
If I had done the AI broad, I would have won.